First things first, let's address the elephant in the room. Cancelled podcast merch. Right, yeah. Because I got the cancelled podcast merch at the last live show for the cancelled podcast ever in the existence of the cancelled podcast. It's like a little treat. It's like the treat I get for going alone. Like, it's not my fault that one of my friends is in a super codependent new relationship and my other friend broke her ankle like 2 days before we were meant to go to the live show. But I feel like that's a little treat for the sacrifice I made going alone. Also, Tana Mojo smiled at me. Can you say that? Can you say that? Can you say Tana Mojo pointed at you and smiled at you and noticed your sign? Your sign that said something as powerful as no fake in my tits, but I'll check hers. Cheers to that. It's been an eventful few weeks. It's been so painfully eventful, yet so painfully uneventful. Celibacy arc. Look, I'm sorry, but I'm not. But I am. But I'm also not. Celibacy arc, and like, kind of against my will. I'm not gonna lie, kind of against my will. Like, what do you mean my chosen boyfriend just up and left to Europe? And now he's up and back in Australia the second I'm up and going to Europe. Like ships passing in the night. Maybe we're just not meant to be. A lot of you are going to be sitting here really confused right now. For those of you who don't know, in a moment of weakness, in a state of potential mania, I booked a solo Kentucky tour to Europe. I'm going by myself in a Kentucky, but still by myself. I'm freaking the fuck out. I start in London and then I'm going to Amsterdam. I spend 3 days in Amsterdam, bitch. My first 3 days being in Amsterdam honestly kind of freaked me out though, I'm not gonna lie, because like, girl, you know I'm gonna spend that money. You know I'm gonna run through that money in Amsterdam. And then I'm going to like Munich and Venice and Paris, and there's so many places that I'm missing, but I'm honestly just tearing up the whole of Europe by myself. Slay, hello, slay. Okay, and sounds wonderful in retrospect, and trust me, it is wonderful. But bitch, I'm freaking the fuck out. Oh, I'm freaking the fuck out. I just gave my Nana attitude for the first time in like 12 years. I'm freaking the fuck out. Like, I'm so nervous. I'm so like stressed about having things like done and dusted as I'm sitting here yapping to my iPhone. Clearly not that stressed. And I know I'm going into Kentucky, but there is still something so unsettling about like getting there yourself. Like, I still have to get to the airport myself. Well, my sister's coming with me. Hello, I'm not a monster. I need my emotional support bitch as far as I can get her. Then I have to get a flight to Dubai by myself, be in Dubai for 4 hours, and then get a flight to London by myself. Stay a night in London by myself. I can't wait. I'm so excited. I'm sorry. I'm so excited. I know everyone's like, Lily, oh my God. Be careful. And like, obviously, like, bitch, trust me. If you're thinking like something bad's gonna happen or like, what if? I've thought it. I planned it. I am as well prepared as I can be, obviously, like, knock on wood. Maybe I'll just knock on my own, I guess. You know, obviously, like, shit is out of your control sometimes. Praise be, you know? Hopefully nothing happens. This whole shit has low-key turned me religious. I found myself, like, praying for safety and stuff, which I think, like, you know, is not something to giggle about. But I, like, truly am praying for my own well-being. Please pray for my well-being as well. But I'm so fucking excited. I don't know. If you want to come along for this ride, this long-ass journey, I hope I get some footage. It's either going to be really obnoxiously long or really stupidly short. But if you want to come along, bitch, come along. 14-day journey. I think all around 14 days, 2 weeks, multiple slays. Hopefully multiple orgasms. We'll see. I don't know. I'll keep you updated. Bitch, come along for the ride. I don't understand. Why do I stress the man when there's so many bigger things at hand? This is being filmed on a Snapchat video. In London? What, mate? Yeah, no, look. Like, I definitely did film, like, an intro back home. I say intro, it was like 12 minutes long. There's not a lick of sound, not a lick of audio. Never happened to me with my iPhone before. Hey, maybe I need to stop trauma dumping on the internet. Maybe it's a sign. So I was gonna do like this whole like cutesy like, oh, like if you guys want to come on like an adventure with me, like lock in. But you guys are low-key already on the adventure with me. So hi, what's up? Hey, I'm Shouty. I'm just gonna keep doing it on Snapchat because like why not? The lighting's good. I look like I just got my shit rocked. I didn't. I wish I did. Okay, one of the things I do remember talking about in that little intro, my celibacy arc. Maybe I'm due for a shit rocking. I don't know. Hey, just the rumors I'm hearing, just the murmurings I'm hearing on the street. When your favorite penis fucks off to Europe for like a month after you guys just had a fight too, because he caused a whole like rich boy scene about thinking he had chlamydia when he didn't and he actually had a UTI. It's a look. And then obviously I couldn't just be like, well, yeah, like we can fuck after that, because that was clown shit. Is that how I'm really opening this? Am I like, hi guys, welcome to my world tour. I need to get my shit rocked ASAP. Yeah, no, like I am tweaking. I'm actually going to dinner with my sister. Not the sister that I be yapping about always. Like, no offense, other sister, I love you the mostest. I'm gonna go see my beautiful stepsister Rosie, who has been traveling through Europe and honestly everywhere. I'm trying to think. It's low-key just Europe. I'm gonna be so honest. You're low-key just Europe and UK. She's been traveling throughout for like 9 months. And it's been awesome. And like, she's so cool and we're so similar. And we always used to have so much fun together. Like, and she's a few years older than me as well. Like, all of my siblings are older than me. But she's like 28 or something. So she's an old washed up hag. And we still kick it. Like, we still kick it. I'll take my bitch out. Like, you know, I'll take her out. I'll pick her up from the old folks' home. We'll go play some fucking poker or some chess. Like, it's cute. Like, you know, we'll hit the pokies. Like, we do old people shit. I don't know if poker's an old person thing, but it gives me old man. Like, I can't explain it. Hi. It's me, Lily. Welcome to my world tour. I was really planning on doing something like so iconic, and I honestly might like trick you guys and like do it in the future, but like make sure it's from the past. But I'm being honest about it. See, transparency. No, but this is unfortunately most likely going to be my intro. I'm just saying, it's most likely going to be my intro. You're just going to have to fucking deal with it, okay? I had a bit planned. The bit may never see the light of day. So hi guys, it's me, Lily. If you are interested in coming along for a gnarly fucking world tour, I say world tour, it's like 2 weeks. 2 weeks through Europe, you know? But it's iconic and it's fun and I can't fucking wait. And I'm starting in London. Bitch, London today, London tomorrow, Amsterdam the day after that. Bank account gone. Bank account gone. Already. Look. When the lights are start trembling. I've also got Rise by Katy Perry stuck in my head. This is so chaotic. Maybe I'll check in after. Hey, day one, slay. Oh, should I tell you about my day? Maybe that's helpful. Now, I'm not really sure why. I didn't really take the flight into account when I planned this trip. Hey, why didn't I take into account that we are literally an island in the middle of nowhere? And then it takes me 17 hours to get to Dubai. Not even London. Took me another 6.5 hours in a plane to get to London. 4.5 in an airport. Cool 11 hours extra. What's that? Someone do the math. Someone do the math. Why do we have to live in the middle of fucking nowhere, right? That plane ride was really tedious. I'm not gonna lie to you though. I sat next to kind of a baddie. Yeah, like I did. I sat next to a baddie and it got me really excited because he was like hot. He was older, but he wasn't like old. He was like beefy. Like honestly, there's a word I want to use, but I fear I'm gonna get cancelled. So I'm just gonna like really hammer home the fact that he was a potential Eshe. Like definitely giving like a certain type of Eshe, if you know what I'm saying. Like if you know, you know. If you don't, leave it at that. But like he was like neat, like he wasn't like gross. You could just tell that like what his vibe is. And you know what, I fucks with that. Like he was cute. Like that's not my man by any means, but you know, like we had a little flirty flirt. We were sat next to each other for like 17 hours, so we were like nuzzling up on each other and stuff and like falling asleep. And like he was like charging my phone for me because I forgot my charger because I'm a moron. Like I brought my Australian charger. Babe, you're in Europe and the UK, so I have to buy 2 chargers. One for Europe, one for the UK. Don't piss me off. Like, can't we all just get along? Can't we all just have one charger? Anyway, so I sat next to a baddie for my 17-hour flight. That was a slay. Like, that was a slay, and that made the time go quicker, but it was still evil and diabolical. Worst sleep of your life. Worst sleep of your fucking life every time without fail. And then I got to Dubai and bitch booked it. Bitch ran. Bitch fucking sprinted to the smoking room. Not smoking area, smoking room. I walked in, the shit's made of glass, my eyes just fucking lit on fire. Lit on fire. I start tearing up, I start crying. Walk in, tears everywhere. I'm the only girl in there. I'm also like 20 years younger than the youngest person in there. And I'm like, right. We're in Dubai, like famously Muslim country. Famously have a lot of opinions about women. Famously have a lot of opinions about young skanks smoking. Here we are. Sorry guys. Low-key like ate them up though. Like fuck you guys. Like not fuck Muslims. Like honestly fuck with that. Love religion, whatever helps you. But like there is extremists in every religion, including Muslimism. Yeah. Including Islam. But there's also extremists in like Buddhism and Christianity. You know what I mean? But yeah, I really did feel like oh, Carol. Oh, look at the lighting. Oh, it's actually kind of scary. Let's shut that really quickly. But I feel like I kind of ate them up because I walked in and I wasn't trying to give attitude. But bitch, I forgot my lighter. So, you know, I was like fucking basically this look. Like, might as well have been wearing this. Like, you know what I mean? Juicy Couture fucking suitcase. Big fat fake nails, big fat cigarette. So he's got a fucking lighter. Dude, the old Indian man, peace and love you. Potentially my grandpa, will never know. He did not even look me in the eye. Like all his little friends were like pointing at him. They didn't even say, they didn't even like dare mutter or like speak to me. They literally just like all pointing at him like he's got a lighter vibe. So I'm like, got a lighter? Shouty. And he just like doesn't even look at me and like hands me the lighter. I'm like, thank you so much. Dead silent. Hey, crickets. No one's like talking in there. There's no like music. How are you gonna give me a smoking room? Like, how are you gonna make it fun like that? Because a smoking room can be fun. Like, it does have the potential to be fun if you lean into it. And I know they won't, because then it'll be too lit and everyone will be like, damn, I'm gonna miss my flight and hang out in the smoker area. I'm gonna miss my flight and hang out in the smoker's room. And as they should. But I feel like I low-key like made moves for women on that day. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I feel like I definitely like put steps towards the feminism we're like aiming for, if that makes sense. Like, I definitely ate every single old crusty man up in that building. Like, I really did. You know, it's just what it is. It was really rough. Like, that layover was fucking shit. Being stuck in an airport for 4 hours was fucking shit. But I was playing Spot the Baddie. I was like, look, I'm in the same area as a lot of these people. For Kentucky, people fly in at different times. So I've actually flown in a day earlier than a lot of people. And so is my roommate, but she's actually out right now. So we've like flown in a day earlier than a lot of the people here. But like people fly in at all different times. Like it actually starts tomorrow. So I was sitting there like, anytime there was a baddie that would sit in my section, hey, because I'd been sitting there for 4 hours. So, you know, I clocked everyone. Like, I stare. I do stare. And I know, especially, like, that's a cultural thing in a lot of countries you're really not meant to, especially with men. I'm sorry. I can't not. And it's not even, like, a pervy stare. Like, I'd be staring. And then if you're hot, I'd be perving. But I have to stare in order to perv, right? I just be staring anyway. Like, you could be a little baby. And I'm like, oh. Like, you know, it's just what it is. But I was, in fact, playing Spot the Baddie. Yeah. So, like, my hopes are high. I'm pretty sure I've only seen girlies around right now. There's a few little clusters of girlies that are here a little bit early. But I think if my calculations are correct, there's, like, 2 potential baddies here. And I'm just yet to run into them because I saw them in the airport and I was like, so when are we getting married? Hey, and like usual suspect type shit as well. Like I like to act like I'm all changed. Like I started like dating this like guy that's not really my usual type, and all of a sudden I'm like, I'm a fucking changed woman because he's got brown hair and brown eyes and he's only 6'1". He's not 6'3". He's also like a millionaire. Like, do you like, and not self-made, obviously. Like, do you know what I mean? It's like, well, no shit. Yeah, well, hey. Well, no shit, because he's like a fucking fashion designer, a stylist, and a millionaire. And no, he's not gay. Okay, sorry, I'm getting off track. In defense of my gay boyfriend, I promise he's not gay. Catch me jumping on in like 9 months being like, that man was so gay. Also, not my boyfriend. I'm just messing around. But he gives gay in terms of his likes and interests. But that man, oh, and I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that to y'all. I'm not gonna put you through that. Trust me when I say that man isn't gay. Oh, that man is not gay. Capital NOTGAY. That man is as straight as a fiddle. Is a fiddle straight? A fiddle can fiddle, that's for sure. As Zach from the H3 show would say, he fucks. And he does in fact fuck. Fuck singular sometimes. He fucks. So in my mind, that like cancels out being gay, but I guess like time will tell, we'll see. Also, like I said, we had a little bit of a lover's quarrel and we're yet to hang out since the lover's quarrel. So like, who knows? I could jump on here tomorrow and be like, that man's gay as fuck and the dick was ratchet. I just be lying. Like, I do be lying about that kind of shit. It's true. If I'm jaded and hurt, like, it's just what it is. I feel like I definitely did that after like my first couple of breakups. Like, he's so shit in bed. Like, his dick is so tiny. And it's like, well, like, for a few of them, for sure. But like, there's one of you where I can't really give that whole like he was shit in bed speech, because that was like the glue of our relationship. So like, you know what I mean? It's just like a little bit like contradictory. But anyway, I'm a changed woman because I'm exploring the world all by myself. Even though my sister's here, that was not planned. I did not know she was going to be in London. Like, that is perfect. It's iconic. It's going to be so much fun. But I'm not going to lie, I'm still acting like I'm in Australia. And I don't know if you're meant to act any different when you're in a different place. I don't know if it hasn't hit me yet. But I'm like talking to people, like I'm making friends and shit. Like, I was talking to this guy and he was like, well, yeah, like I wouldn't know because I'm from South Africa. And I was like, oh, like, he's like, oh, I'm South African. Like, I wouldn't know. And I was like, oh, like, have you lived in Australia your whole life? Were you born in South Africa? And he was like, what, shawty? And I was like, have you lived in Australia your whole life? And he's like, you mean the UK? And I was like, oh, right. Because when you're driving around, it looks like Melbourne. Hey, UK, no, maybe not the entirety of the UK, but maybe just like London gives Melbourne. It's very heavy Melbourne vibes. It honestly looks really cool. I went on a fat walk and went and hunted down the Amy Winehouse statue. It took me like an hour and a half long walk to get there, but like my legs feel fire. Like, I know I'm gonna wake up regretting it tomorrow, but then I'm also gonna look in the mirror and be like, you know? But I hunted down that statue. I gave it a big fat cuddle. I gave it a big fat thank you. I'm so parasocial and obsessed with Amy Winehouse. It's not even funny. And then I realized that people had like friendship bracelets on her and stuff. And I love that kind of shit. I'm such a crafty whore. As you know, Lily's DUI corner. Don't fuck me around, bitch. Bitch. I have to do a Lily's DUI corner just to make Amy Winehouse a bracelet and then fly back here and give it to her. Anyway, I only had like one piece of jewelry that wasn't like uber special on. So I just like put a little ring on her finger. Actually, I put the ring like around the bracelet so it wouldn't come off. And took a little photo of it. And I also let her hit my vape because I knew she would appreciate it. Like, as a durry muncher like she was, she would just appreciate this mango ice. And I did that for her. And like, honestly, it was life-changing. I'm being goofy and silly, but like, it actually was like, it gives you goosebumps. Like, walking down the street and being like, this is so stupid. Like, this is what I mean. I'm so parasocial and crazy. I'm like, this is the street Amy Winehouse walked down. But it is. And she did. And you know damn well when she's sitting like, when you walk in the bar, dressed like a star, rocking your fuck me pumps. Walking down the street singing that. Bitch, I was doing the same. And I didn't even mean to. And I was like, pause. This is near the Amy statue. Amy has probably done this exact thing before. Ugh. Literally broke my mind in half. I'm not even kidding. I'm such a stan. It's like ridiculous. I saw the beautiful mural that someone had painted for her. I'll like write down the artist if I see it somewhere. Honestly, guys, this is all choppy and like retarded. I'm not gonna lie. I'm obviously very overwhelmed. I'm very overtired. I'm very exhausted, but I'm so energetic. And like, I was meant to sit myself down for a nap. I thought the big walk would do it. I can't. I've got drinks with my sister soon, so I'm gonna start getting ready. Hopefully I feel you in a bit more. I feel like there's a bit more law than that for day one. Like, definitely a bit of like flight law. Like, obviously one of the only movies that that little like flight system thing had was Wicked. And obviously I watched Wicked 2 seats across from another baddie, not the other baddie, like a different baddie on the other flight, loudly sobbing with a small Lebanese child between us. I'm not kidding. Picture a blonde baddie, small Lebanese 13-year-old boy, me, like just bawling my eyes out. And oh, guys, I'm so codependent. Like, you're probably like, Lily, aren't you missing your parents? Lily, like, well, actually you're not, because I'm 20 years old. Hey. Hey, a lot of people aren't living at home at 20 years old. A lot of you are probably like, Lily, don't you miss parents? Yeah, I do. Like, I do, sure. I miss them because I love them, and they miss me and I love them. But fuck, man, the amount of shit where I'm just like, oh, Tiwa would love that. Oh, my sister would love that. She would love this. She needs to be, like, she would just think that's so funny. She would think that's so cool. She would love this. Like, and when I'm sitting there and watching Wicked without her, and she's so Elfie coded, and I'm kind of Glinda coded, like, a little bit, and it's annoying sometimes because I watch her and I'm like, are you for real? Watching that movie on the way to like a 2-week sister-free vacation, like, it sounds like paradise when you say it, and like it would be for her, but it's just simply not for me. Like, everything I say, I'm like, she would just love that. I wish she was here. We are really trying to work on our codependent relationship. It's not going well. I've called her twice already. I've been there for like 12 hours, but she's the same. She almost cried when she dropped me off at the airport. It's 2 weeks. Anyone would think we're lesbians. But like, I was like audibly sobbing, right? Bawled my fucking eyes out. And I was like, well, it's Wicked though, right? Like, I'm not going to give you the whole lore because you already kind of know. When we went to go watch it in Sydney, we were blacked out. It had just dropped. My sister was super anti going to go watch it, and she ends up loving it. And we would just black out, whole bottle of vodka in, bawling our eyes out in front of like children in Sydney. And it was an iconic Juicy tracksuit moment. Like, it was unforgettable. So like, I was like, oh, you know, like, it's probably just that. You just love your sister. You just miss her. Let's watch something else. So obviously I finished it, bawled my fucking eyes out because I've got no problem displaying emotions. Did anyone ask if I was okay? No. Did that sting just like a little bit? Yeah, kind of. Like, because I was loudly, like, and not like intentionally, but like I would catch myself like, like, you know, when you do one of the, because there's like tears, right? There's tears, there's sniffles, and then there's like, and it was one of those, and I did a few of those. Like, I was like, yeah, there was a second then where I was actually sobbing. So like, therapy. But then I was like, oh, you know what? Like, I really want to watch that Robbie Williams biopic. I really want to watch that. That'll cheer me up. It's a CGI monkey. It's like rated R. Like, I'm guessing it's going to be like a lot of drugs and stuff. Like, how bad can it be? And honestly, I don't know much about Robbie Williams at all. I love his music. I love Take That. Well, I don't really love Take That, but I think some of their music's so iconic, especially for the time. But I don't know much about them. And I thought it was like a really interesting artistic choice for like Robbie Williams to choose to like portray himself as a monkey. So I was like, I'll watch that. Next thing you know, hands and knees, sobbing on the floor. That is not the movie to watch if you have a dicey relationship with your dad, shorty. It's just not, okay? And it's also not the movie to watch if you like have identity problems in terms of like needing to prove yourself. Like, it, like the sentiment very much is like he became a star to prove his dad wrong. And I'm like, me when I'm Robbie Williams and I become a star and join Take That to prove my dad wrong. No, but like, do you know what I mean though? I was like, damn, that shoe fits a lot of situations. And I know a couple of you, I know for sure, a couple of you are like, oof, deep down, if you really tap away at it and like, you'll figure out that this like intense drive and hunger you feel to achieve something, maybe is to prove it to someone else. And that's on that, shorty. Anyway, that's enough of my pep talk. I'll probably see y'all tomorrow and or tonight. This is so chaotic. I'm also vaping again, but only because like, what am I meant to do? Go 17 hours only chewing nicotine gum? Do you want me to fucking kill myself too? I'm already going without the marijuana and it's like very hard for me, I'm not gonna lie. But also Amsterdam like tomorrow, so what? Rise and shine, reporting from a town I can't pronounce in Germany, wearing an I Love London t-shirt because I convinced myself that it's cunt. And I've actually gotten a lot of compliments on this look today, so obviously it is cunt, unless the people are lying to me, which they might be. Hello, how are we doing? It is in fact day 4, I believe, maybe day 5 of my 14-day Kentucky tour. This is country number 3, I think. Maybe country number 4. Is Amsterdam a separate country, or is that just a city? I feel like that's something I should know, having just spent 2 nights in Amsterdam. Also, yeah, I need a t-shirt that says I survived 2 nights partying in Amsterdam, even though I almost didn't. Girl, my body is in shambles. My body is in shambles. In fact, every single person from my Kentucky, except for me, is across the road at a winery right now doing a wine tasting, and I simply just cannot partake. 1, because I'm in poverty and I don't want to spend money on that. 2, because I'm a baddie and I live in the Adelaide Hills, which already produces the best wine in the world anyway. And 3, because I'm hungover as fuck. Yeah, because I'm hungover as fuck. But not even like hungover in the way you're thinking. I think this hangover is like the all-encompassing hangover. It's the lack of sleep. It's the emotional exhaustion. It's the physical exhaustion. Let me just tell you, what they say about Amsterdam is true. If you like to party, you want to be partying in Amsterdam. Bitch, the club was lit. Yeah, it was. People were actually dancing. People were actually moving. People were actually having a good time. People weren't just standing there on their phones wearing fucking blazers and slick back buns and just posting on Instagram because they can. They were actually there dancing and catching a vibe, and I fuck with that. It was really awesome to see just like-minded people in the same space, all there for the same reason. I think that's why I love like music festivals and doofs and like, I don't know, that kind of thing so much, like raves. I love that kind of thing so much because like we're all there for the same reason. Whereas like I feel like most days, at least in Australia, and honestly, after talking to a few people on this trip, it seems like it's kind of the way in like America and in London a little bit as well. But yeah, in Australia, people aren't just going to the clubs to bust a groove anymore, which is crazy because that's why the club was invented. It's become more of like a waterhole for like 18-year-olds, right? And like 40-year-old men looking for 18-year-olds. It's quite interesting. As we know, I've been put off Adelaide clubs for quite a while now. That was vapor. That was not smoke. I'm not smoking I'm holding a lighter. I'm not smoking in a hotel room. I promise I'm not. I have started vaping again, but that is simply because what am I meant to do? Jump on a 17-hour flight without nicotine? With only nicotine gum? What am I, a fucking monster? I did not just admit to a crime. I promise. Also check the ladder. Tell me this isn't the swaggiest shit you've ever seen. Tell me that with this look and then a pack of like Benson Hedges isn't the cuntiest look you've ever seen. Of course I was getting compliments. I'm not gonna lie to you. I packed a bunch of shit for this trip to dress up as Ozzy Osbourne. Random law drop. I like Black Sabbath a lot. And famously, infamously, well, I don't know, Ozzy Osbourne died. And it's been really hard for me personally. I love him. He's the GOAT, obviously, right? And I thought it would just be so fucking funny to dress up as Ozzy Osbourne in Germany. Am I insane? Am I insane? But also, doing that, I have a roommate. She's at a wine tasting right now. We're close. We're not that close yet. And I also fear I piss her off a bit. Just a little bit. Just a slight feeling. Queen, if you're watching this, maybe not as subtle as you think. I think I'm just a little much for her, which is fine. I understand. She's lovely and she's sweet, but yeah. I don't think I'm her cup of tea. So I think if she walked in on me dressing up as Ozzy Osbourne, she'd be like, oh, I'm calling the police. She'd probably call the police on me. She would probably think I'm up to something crazy. And I don't know if that's the move right now. Also, it's so fucking hot in Europe. I underestimated like the heat. It's not even so much the heat, it's like the humidity. It's so fucking humid over here. I don't know why I never thought that like places like Germany would be humid, and like Amsterdam. What do you mean Amsterdam's humid? Is Amsterdam in Germany? Like, I don't know, call me crazy. Call me an ignorant American who knows nothing about the world, even though I'm an Australian. Because I know you will. No, but I feel like this has just been so surreal. So many of the little like stereotypes and like ideas even I just had for these countries ended up being debunked like so quickly by spending like even an hour in them. You know what I mean? Like, no, I really didn't think I would have like a hot, sunny, like beautiful day in London where it was actually like too hot to even wear makeup and like you could wear fuck all clothes. Like I was wearing the tiniest little outfit. Like I didn't think London got that hot. I really didn't. I thought it was just like freezing all year round. And I know like I probably just got a good day in the summer and it's usually not like that warm. But like I just didn't even think that kind of heat was possible to come from London. And it wasn't like a heat wave or anything. It was just like a summer's day. And it was like truly beautiful. And then like we go to Amsterdam and 1 second it's the most beautiful sunny like shit you've ever seen. It's like sun and golden and blue skies and there's like tulips everywhere and there's flowers everywhere. Like it's the most beautiful, romantic, peaceful, sweet, wholesome little city. It's so adorable. There's bicycles everywhere. It's like very cute and wholesome. And then you enter a shop, you go in, maybe spend like 10-15 in there, come out with some edibles maybe, hey, I don't know, and you come out and the sky is gray and it's pissing the fuck down and it's like -5 degrees. So you go into the coffee shop for shade, right? You go into the coffee shop to stay warm, grab a coffee with your girls, you know, queen out, whatever, try and wait out the rain. Oh, before you could even finish ordering the coffee, the rain has stopped, the sun is out. You spilled a coffee for no reason. I don't want a hot coffee now, it's hot outside. What the fuck is up with Amsterdam's weather? Hey, let's talk about it. Amsterdam, I'm talking to you, bitch. What's up with your weather? Why are you so inconsistent like that? Like, don't get me wrong, it's beautiful, but it just caught me so off guard. And our Kentucky tour guide, baby, please, hey, just give me a chance. No, but on a real note, our Kentucky tour guide was telling us about how the North Sea affects the weather so much in Amsterdam and how that's the reason why it's so like wishy-washy, like unpredictable. Like 1 second it's beautiful blue skies and then the next second like the North Sea's doing its fucking thing, like yo, like you know the drill, it's doing its thing, it's throwing its whole North Ussy out on the dance floor and is making the sky and the weather freak out. That's basically what I drew from it. I don't really know what he said, but like that's the vibes I got from it. Blame it on the North Sea. Blame it on the rain and then also blame it on the North Sea. And I've always said that. But I really did fall in love with Amsterdam. It was the most perfect little town. I have to insert so many like photos and cute little videos. It's just so romantic and like picture perfect and serene. And the people are so nice. And like, look, there were a few dickheads. Like, I'm not gonna lie. People riding around on their bikes. People are riding around pissed. People like yell at you if you're in the way. Like, whatever. People yell at you even if you're not in the way. Someone yelled at the poor fucking birthday girl. The birthday girl, who was wearing a birthday crown for being in the way when she was on the sidewalk. Keep in mind, in Amsterdam, there's like a whole road dedicated to bikes because that's how serious it is. And bitch, when I say it's serious, I mean it's serious. There were dolls, full fucking glam, divas, hair down to their fucking waist, smoking a cigarette while texting, riding a bike to work. It's cunt. I'm sorry, I want to become an Amsterdam local. This is my new mission in life, and I don't think you understand that. I want to become an Amsterdam local. They are officially the coolest people I've ever fucking seen in my whole life. If you've ever been to Amsterdam, you know. They look so nonchalant. They don't even care. They don't care. Like, I'm sitting there in my I Love London t-shirt, like, well, I wasn't wearing it, but like in my mind I was. I might as well have been. Like, I give tourists. We all give tourists. We're like a big group of tourists. And even when we split up into our separate little like friend groups and whatever, we're still little groups of tourists. And it's like a massive tourism capital. And usually like people are so annoyed by tourists. And I understand why. Like, I don't know. It's kind of easy to like poke fun at someone who's like visiting your hometown. It's like, why the fuck why do you want to visit here? Like, this is like just Amsterdam. It's not that big of a deal. That's kind of how you feel when you live in Amsterdam. It's like when people come to Adelaide, I'm like, are you guys feeling okay? But it's actually not like that at all because Adelaide is like a lot lamer than Amsterdam. But do you know what I mean? It's like there's a sense of like comfortability to mock tourists when you're a local, right? And there's something I'm very aware of. There's something I don't really care too much about. I understand why. I get it. Whatever. It's kind of like, look, it's their stomping ground. As long as you don't punch me on the street, I think the people are getting rowdy. As long as you don't punch me on the street or call me a slur, we're fine. But you can take the piss out of me. I get it. I'll take the piss out of me too. Like, I don't understand your culture. I don't know the directions. I can't speak your language. You can speak mine because you're educated. I'm not. I can't speak yours. I'm so sorry. And I'm also like heavily aware of the fact that I am pretty much like the American girl stereotype. I'm not, but I am. I'm kind of like loud and rowdy and like expressive with how I dress, and that is like not very common over there or in Germany apparently. Yeah, like you would kind of just expect them to hate me. I had no dramas. There was no shit. After a night out, we spent probably like 40 minutes trying to get an Uber, and we just stood there in this little group, and we stood there for like 40 minutes on the main strip on like a Friday night. Or it was on a Thursday night, but still, it was like pretty busy. There were people driving by, there were people riding by, people walking by. Not one person made a joke about us being lost, made any like weird comments towards like me or any of the other like people there. No one like hurt anyone. And this sounds like, oh wow, like bottom of the barrel, like how low is the bar shit. Well, then I guess the bar is pretty low, because that kind of shit happens all the time back home. I could not stand on like my main strip at home on a Thursday night with a group of people without being harassed. Could you? Is that something you could do in like the middle of the city without having your hair like fucked with by a crackhead, or your arm like grabbed by someone who thinks you looked at their boyfriend, or your ass slapped by the boyfriend? Tell me I'm lying. Amsterdam was not like that at all. No one did anything, and it actually made me feel so safe. Aside from the fact that there were people having sex literally 3 meters away from us in the middle of the dock next to the river, when there were like 50 people on the dock. Apart from that, I felt really safe. Honestly though, shout out to them. I was with my little group, and I really didn't notice what was happening at first because we were all just so fucked up. Like, we just wanted to go home. And then this chick's like, I think they're having sex. And I'm like, oh, girl, like, chill. Like, you're such a square. Like, whatever. And I'm like, oh, wait, no, they're actually, like, fucking. He was, like, fully on top of her, like, doing his big one. And then, clock this, about 10 meters away from that, there was another couple having a full-blown domestic that literally gave me PTSD. I am not kidding. It was so fucking scary. And I feel like this was the universe's way of being like, now Lily, just because this town is a romantic, don't get it twisted. You don't want that. Because it was like bar for bar, like word for word, the shit I used to fight with my ex about. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. Maybe I shouldn't call him. Not that I was thinking of, but do you know what I mean? It kind of just like validates everything you already know when you see a couple doing that. Like, just like hearing a poor girl like fucking apologize for being too much, and how her boyfriend thinks she's such a slut because she's just like a big personality, and she apparently like flirts with everyone because she's cheerful and bubbly. Sounds familiar. Sounds devastating as well, if I'm honest with you. I don't miss that, not for a fucking second. And I love that the universe was like, yes, you're in the town of romance, but you better not be thinking about that one romance that was not romance at all. And that's on period. I think this trip has been like really healing for me in a way, in so many ways. I don't know, leading up to this, I really was like, get that dick and go. Get that dick and go. And like, not that I'm not feeling dick, like I definitely am. I'm only human. You know my situation, itch, scratch, scratch, 3 months, give me the padded room, right? 3 months? 3 months. When did it become 3 months? It's not 3 months. Okay, see, like I'm being dramatic. Whatever. I was really tweaking about that. And that was like really big in my mind. And I was like, no shaming myself for that because, hey, I'm a human, I'm a woman. Women have sex drives too. Men are allowed to talk about it all the time. I'm not a slut because I have a sex drive. Stop being misogynistic and gross. So I was like, yeah, no, I guess I just need sex. That's normal. Right, whatever. No, I just needed dopamine, girl. Because I got here and I'm like with all these like cute girls and all these cute people and like boys too, like just like lovely people that I love. Like I truly like love these people. It's actually so cute. Like I could get like emotional about it. I already guarantee on the final day I'm gonna be sobbing my fucking eyes out. But I think like the itch I had has been scratched by like platonic love, which is really nice. And just like all the new experiences and everything, I think it's really been like fulfilled by better things, which is a nice change because without even really meaning to, I guess, I kind of subconsciously probably go to sex as like an easy dopamine source because I know it is an easy dopamine source because I know you have to be so fucking shit at sex, Stephen Hawking levels of shit to not be able to make me come, right? Like, you know, a girlie's gonna get off. TMI, but a girlie is always gonna get off, and that's on God. And I think because I know like obtaining sex isn't exactly hard, you know, for women, and you know, in the past I've had men on my line and boyfriends and whatever, so of course like that's my go-to dopamine source. Also, my arms are like shredded right now. Can we talk about it? Hello, beefcake. What the fuck? Okay, I'm low-key morphing into a man. Maybe I need to put the weights down. I feel like I must have just been like leaning on sex for dopamine instead of just like, because it's easier than like, you know, making new friends, than, you know, really like enthralling yourself in conversation so deep that it like really scratches that little itch in your brain where it's like, oh, I'm actually like on a real human level with someone who I wasn't on a real human level with before. And that is a big one for me. That is a big dopamine source for me. Like when I'm having like a real deep conversation with someone, I love that. I truly love that, because let's be real, we can all be very fake. I can be very fake, you can be very fake. We can be very like one-dimensional in a way at first glance. But when a person, you know, even after a few days or maybe a few weeks, finally comes out of their shell and they're able to like talk their shit with you, it's so fulfilling. And I think experiences like that and everything are like harder than just going and having sex, right? It's harder. It's like the longer way around, but I still got the dopamine. And I think it's funky. Not that I'm against sex, not that I'm against sex for dopamine even. We all need it. You know, you gotta get it somehow. It's not your fault, but it's just like, as long as everyone knows and no one's getting hurt, I've got no issue with it. But it's just like, I don't know. It's nice to really like truly feel that they're like, to actually feel in your whole soul for like probably the first time in your life that this world is so much bigger than men. It's like so special. I'm literally gonna cry. I don't know, that sounds so stupid, but it just is. I don't know. I've had like every opportunity to do whatever, and I might, I'm not gonna fucking shame myself for it. I'm not gonna apologize, but I didn't want to. I didn't need to, and I didn't feel like it. Like, I think I'm like really reaching a turning point. I think my need for male validation has lessened a lot, and I think my confidence has grown a lot, and I think this year has been so transformative for me in so many ways. So many like good ways. No, just good. Not even good and bad. Just good. I truly feel like a different person. And this is so stupid and this is so cliche. Like, trust me when I say I get it. The bitch has gone to Amsterdam for 2 days and now she's a different person. She's a new woman. I get it. Like, no, Lily, you just had a tub of gummy bears. Like, be for real. Like, no, Lily, you just saw some red light coochie. It didn't change your life. But it did. It might have. Who knows? Could have been the coochie. Could have been the wine. You'll never know. I know it's corny. I know it's cliche. But yeah, no. I truly feel like a changed person. I think booking this experience, saving for this experience, like the nerves, the lead up, jumping on a 17-hour flight by myself to a a Muslim country on the other side of the world that I know nothing about, that doesn't really favor me, chilling there for like 6 hours and then jumping on another 6-hour flight to London. And I also know nothing about London, and with all the shit that goes on, like terrorism attacks and all this shit, like there was a lot that was playing on my mind. Like I was truly scared. Like I hear a lot about like knife violence and stuff like that in London, like gang violence. It worries me, and I'm a very anxious person. I'm also a woman. Let's like not be ridiculous. There is an added layer of like safety concern there. And I don't know, like for me to like have the balls, and I know you're gonna pipe off and call me like cocky and whatever in the comments and call me lame and chooky for actually being proud of myself and admitting it. Because like that's not cool anymore. Trying isn't cool anymore. Having a go isn't cool anymore. And like being proud of yourself isn't cool anymore, which I think is really uncool and really unsexy as well. So please stop doing that. No one likes a Debbie Downer, and no one likes a meanie either. More on that later. But yeah, no, like I truly think my confidence has been greatly affected by this experience, and I'm only 3 days in. Because how can you not be proud of yourself after that? How can you not at least think you're a bit cool? You know, like I was sitting there and I was like, damn, that's like, you're actually like, you're pretty fucking cool. And you might be like, Lily, oh, you don't strike me as the type with confidence issues. I mean, you yap about your whole personal life on the internet. And like, you're obsessed with yourself, right? Well, yes, I guess, right? But no, I'm not like 100% secure in myself. I mean, just because I like the way I look sometimes, that doesn't mean I'm secure in myself as a person. It just simply doesn't. I don't think many 20-year-olds are. I don't think any are. If they are, they're fucking weird. And I feel like I'm not there yet. I'm definitely not. I won't be until the day I die. Like there will always be room for growth and improvement and like change. But I really do feel like I just evolved, and I feel so much like more confident in myself as a person, not this. And that's what matters. I want to cry. Makes me want to cry. I'm a fucking cool chick. Like, what do you mean I jumped on a fucking 17-hour flight, went to a random country with random people I don't know for 2 weeks? What do you mean I jumped out of a fucking plane? What do you mean I like make photo frames and I create videos and I tell stories? Like, these are things that I'm starting to be like proud of, you know. And I think it's so important to be proud of yourself. I really don't know where I'm going with this tangent, if I'm honest with you guys. I really could not suggest doing this enough. If you are like struggling in any kind of way, if you're feeling stagnant, if you're feeling lost, if you're feeling like you aren't moving and everything around you is, but you aren't, do this. Go on a Kentucky, or just go traveling. I think go on a Kentucky. Go alone on a Kentucky with whole new people. The people in your life will probably be like, why are you going alone? Bring a friend. Don't. You'll be too comfortable. Don't do it. Throw yourself in the deep end. Don't do it. Like literally, don't do it. Be forced to interact with so many different types of people, and then you'll end up fucking enjoying it, and you'll end up loving all these little people in their own little ways. I think it's so healing. You know, I was talking to my roomie about this, and I was saying how, you know, I really had shit to figure out, and that's kind of what put me here. And she agreed, and she was like, yeah, man, I was lost. I feel like everyone here is dealing with shit. And I'm like, you know what? I think it's half the group. And by the way, there is no right or wrong answer. There's simply not. Like, they're both as valid as each other, right? But I think, like, split the group of 40 in half. You have your people who came to find themselves, came for confidence, came for clarity, came for growth, came for, I don't know, more. Like, just hope comes to mind. Hope in, like, life being better than what they have at home comes to mind. So there's people who came here for that, and then there's people who came because they've got money to spend and they want to have some fun. And I think that's lit. And I think when you mix them together, it's a really fun fucking circle, and I think it's really awesome. And it's like, no matter your reasons, like, it doesn't have to be super deep, like my dad beats me, that's why I'm in Amsterdam, like what the fuck. You can be here to turn the fuck up. I'm not judging you. I think it's iconic. But I just like love the mix of people, and it's people that you wouldn't approach on the street. It's people that probably wouldn't approach me on the street. Like, you know, people you would never get to talking to unless you were stuck next to them for fucking 6 hours on a bus to Munich. Kill me. I've got a 6-hour bus ride to Munich tomorrow. Ugh. I just think it's the most wonderful experience. I don't know. I was going to go on a whole rant and tell you all about my nights out in Amsterdam, but I truly am just, I don't know. I think I'm going to sign off here. I will tell you more about my Amsterdam explorations afterward. I'm going to pop outside for a cigarette because that is what we do here. We pop outside for a cigarette. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, that got really deep out of nowhere and I'm really confused by it. I fuck with it, like I definitely see the vision, but I really did just want to jump on here and tell you all about how fucking crazy the other night was. But since we just took it to a random deep place, I fear I need a drink and a cigarette like immediately. Not as a coping mechanism, but to debrief, to relax, to gather thoughts. If I get back to you today, I'll tell you all about it. If I don't, then you know I'm in for another killer night and you will hear all about it eventually. Day 4? Maybe day 5. Logging off.
Hey, yo.